Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. Just getting comfortable and we're gonna start. So yeah, let me quickly log in into the game. There we go. Right, here we are. Cool. So what's happening? Yeah, this server, Dungeons and Dragon collab, available on the global as well. So yeah, you know that drill. Continental Challenge still available on the test server. I'm not gonna do it today. We got a couple weeks, really. We will do a giveaway today eventually. Not sure what time yet, but I'm planning to stream for like 2.5 hours, 3 hours. So the giveaway will definitely happen somewhere during that. We also have a new week on the Temporal Vortex, and the damage of the Dauntless team surprisingly went down rather than go up. Everyone else also went down, because, you know, attack speed. So no one benefits more than they used to. The Wild team did drop significantly, almost 1 billion. The Dauntless team also dropped, so I want to try and see why. Probably due to survivability, because we are gaining bigger shields, but we also have reduced healing, which doesn't help. So let's run this fight once, and I will think of what to change while we create the meta teams for the other content. And yes, I agree, Rally team is definitely a contender to be the most powerful over there due to rally mechanics, basically. All right, so what's happening? Why are we dropping damage? We should be doing more. I can see that we do way more DPS. Nastienka's DPS went up by almost 1.3 million. So we do more DPS. It's probably survivability that is the issue. Because, yeah, this team has survivability issues, and we put everything into damage basket. So, oh no, I see why. Ha, right, because I was testing the wild team yesterday. So before I went to bed, I was testing the wild team. So the reason why is this. Right. We want to dispel the mist. We don't want to generate it. So I've done 3.3 billion with the wrong mist. So this is going to be way higher, guys. Right, so I'm gonna run this fight once just to see the damage, and then we're gonna move on to the main event, which is that content that people want to know. Obviously, I am going to show you the level 4, the difficulty 4, which is not what you have on a server. You have difficulty 1. So that's slightly different. But I can give you tips into what you should be looking forward to, like invest in, etc. We'll see what does better. But I think Rally will be definite winner there. I don't think anyone else could get close to Rally. Although, you know, it's all about killing enemies fast. So maybe even if we use the Dauntless team and don't let enemies move, we might achieve something. We'll see, we'll see. Also, remember, those of you who are watching on YouTube, could you please consider pressing the like button during this live stream, so the live stream visibility will go up in YouTube, and people who don't have Discord or don't have notification can find the stream and join us. This will help us going forward. And I got a message. It's not showing here. Ruan, hello, Agwin, and everyone else. Welcome to the stream. Small delay on the restream. Cool. We can fix it. We can even change this thumbnail. All right, let's keep going. So yeah, a huge damage increase. Look at this. And I have the team for I have video for this team ready, so don't worry. I'll go quite in depth over this team. I also show different inspirations of the hero, so everything you see here with this team will be covered in a dedicated video. I have another video ready for you, and I'll try to release it by the end of the day or maybe tomorrow morning, and this will be the video covering the Temporal Vortex 1, where I did over 216 million today. One set item really improved my damage, so yeah, hopefully this will give you some time to prepare. I think there's like still 1 day or something, so you know, better than nothing. But obviously global server is more fun because we don't have access to like any equipment, etc. Okay, so over 4 billion damage and we have 2 minutes left. Haha, this team is melting, everyone. This team is melting. However, I did try Continental Challenge with this team, and it wasn't as overwhelming. David Burgess. The Twitch team will become meta at the end of the season. The Twitch team requires you to have perfect equipment, so it's very hard to pull off, but it's definitely easier to pull off than this team, because this team uses 3 inspiration, 5 exclusive heroes. Rook team only has 2. So yeah, but for Rook you really need top end equipment. Wow, almost 6 billion. I just need to take screenshots. This team will be Vortex-wise, this team is going to be top meta. There's no other team that can get even close. Maybe Rook on the Poison week, so next week I'll find that out. Next week I will know for sure. So that will be interesting to compare this team with Rook on steroids. But there's no chance anyone is even getting close to that. Because last week there was the relative damage boost, and this team was still just wow. But obviously, let's be honest, chance of anyone having these heroes is low. It will be only for this 1%, really. So yeah, let's go. Fallen Shadow Spire. So a quick guide for you guys. Have a look. You are on difficulty 1, right? Difficulty 1 opens on day 1. Difficulty 2 opens on day 6. Make sure by day 6 you have 4 challenge tickets. Excuse me, I'm a little bit under the weather. So yeah, and make sure you have 3 tickets before day 6, because when you wake up you will have 4 challenge tickets. The reason for that is difficulty 2 will have more rewards, right? Difficulty 2 will have more familiar essence might have different other things as well. So that's the thing for that. So ensure this, and then obviously build a team. You don't really need healers here. The teams do not do damage, and all you need is AoE. So teams like Burn, right? Teams like Frost. Teams like maybe Thunderbolt, I don't know. Rally, definitely. Rally is just so OP. I mean, even Shadow might be viable here, and we'll try that. Poison takes time. I'm not sure about that. Same with Corrosion, okay? This takes time. So let's try with the one everyone will be using, okay? If you've been playing difficulty 1, you've been using that. Obviously, the stage is slightly different compared to the stage you might see. Yes, I think the other stage is simpler, and the enemies are coming through 2 different pathways, right? But we still got tremendous AoE damage. So what we can do is basically bring those guys. Filter has to be here in the middle. I mean, as long as we one-shot enemies in this area, we're good. We're golden, right? So that's what we want. And then we have just Lothier. And actually, no, that's not right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's not what we want. Hello, Michelle, welcome. Hello, Miran. So yeah, we don't want to do that. Sorry, the other way around. What we want is this. Then we want a support. And the support will be... Where is the horse? Sagomir. The reason why we want Sagomir is to give this to Farival. That's the idea. Farival will be constantly spamming his ultimate. Welcome, Miran. Yeah. Sorry, welcome, CJ. Long time no see. True. How are you enjoying season 3 so far? And then we will use Alton for Witch's Remains. We will use the other rally as well to buff Aman, okay? So it's all about Farival doing damage. Let's see if this strategy that you guys are using, or you should be using, in the difficulty 1 of this mode still works here. Yes, I'm really excited about the new content because it brought that extra life into the game, I would even say. Quite enjoying it. And inflicting debuff increase accuracy. That's like nothing really good here. Like, yeah, no good talents. Now, I always forget what kind of talents these heroes should have. Yeah, definitely this. Not sure which one is better, like that one or the other one. I think gives us 10% attack. Let's go for that as well. Our server is OP with whales, so no more top 5 for me. I see. How much damage do you guys do on your server in the Temporal Vortex? This is actually really good. Now keep in mind that this test server doesn't have the change to rally talents, etc. So there's a lot that has to be changed. Like Gorax buff, Ozul change as well. Now, do we want attack or do we want damage? Let's go with attack since we're going attack up there. Yeah, I've done 216 million today on that Temporal Vortex one. Super happy with it. I've started at 177 and I was like gaining 5 million per upgrade I did. And then finally, I went from 190 to 216. And I got that video recorded and I'll release it in the evening. Mr. Ralph Schick. Ozul is changed. He's more PvP than PvE right now, and you will see him in the high-end arena. I noticed some players already are using him, okay? And he is still really powerful hero. For PvP mostly. You will use Asphalta, Ozul team, just demolition. It's like a speed arena team that just deals so much damage. All right. So let's get these talents done and we can go. You think they're doing good until they bomb everything. I'm Reborn 1, 184 for Vortex right now. Well done. Well done. Yes, CJ, glad you noticed that. There's not many people who understand that Rook is no longer an issue. Rook is similar to what they've done with Guinevere. It's either Inspiration 5 or nothing. Rook got a huge nerf. He's still going to be top team, but it's so much harder for Rook to get going now. And yeah, overcorrected, exactly. It is going to be a different meta, and our meta will be different than the Chinese version of the game. Not sure if these are the best talents, guys. Apologies. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do something crazy. I'm gonna see how this plays out on Inspiration 5, and then we'll reduce the inspirations. Because I want to see the difference. You know, I don't usually play with inspirations. I don't show you videos with inspirations. And believe it or not, most veterans do ask me to get high inspiration teams shown, and this is why I've started showcasing them as well. Because it's important to show, because some heroes do change. When you get Inspiration 5 on some heroes, they are just going to be so much powerful. Like the whole skill set changes. It makes me sad they nerf Rook so badly, but the whales tend to go later in the evening. Yes, usually people do that. I just like to see my results when I upgrade something. The worst part is Sacredia is still worse than Dargo. Is she? I haven't tested Dargo because I have Sacredia Inspiration 5, but she does really well. Like, yeah, I haven't tested Dargo, really. So that's interesting. I'll need to give it a go. Okay, so Philander. Now let's put the equipment on him. No, we don't need accuracy. We don't need much crit rate as well. Attack, crit damage, but we need a little bit. So if we can get it, like here. And now, I hope you guys did not make a mistake and actually brought the right items this season, because on test server I don't have access to them and they would improve the damage significantly. So I hope you brought the right items. As I said, I wasn't gonna give you an answer what to bring, but yeah, there are obviously few very good items that are missing this season. No, Sacredia's ultimate is double hit now, CJ. It's about right. Can we get skill haste? Yeah, it's a double hit. That's the biggest change, and the change that allows her to have that Witch's Remains. And I've noticed that she does apply it really well, actually, because it's gonna be a while for me to build this team while we're talking. Let me show you. So obviously, this damage is with Guinevere, right? Rook is nowhere close that. And yeah, as you said, Rook has a big issue now. And sorry, ads. No, Filto could be good here instead of Sagomir, but we kind of want to try the strategy that you guys should be using on difficulty 1 with only boosting Philander. If Philander can one-shot the enemies while being constantly in the ultimate state, you don't need Filto. So this is going to be the meta team for the Temporal Vortex for Rook. And I just need to see if I have the right talents. You'll be using this pet as well for increased AoE damage rather than vulnerability, because we don't really care about vulnerability. We want as much direct damage for our corrosion number to go up, right? So let's see. Okay, so I got Witch's Remain. Let's see how well she applies Witch's Remains. So far, 100%. You still don't have Ozul. Well, I mean, he's not going to be that important now. So yeah, looks like I have a very, very high upkeep of that defense penalty, so it's not the problem. But the problem with new corrosion, the poison vulnerability is also amazing, by the way. the problem with the new corrosion is have a look how long it takes for Rook to start doing damage. First thing Rook needs is getting this to 10 stacks, which is increased whenever we cast an ultimate. Before that, his DPS is low. It's getting higher and higher, but it is not going to pop as quickly as it did in a previous version of the game. And that's a huge difference. So currently, when he casts an ultimate, he also consumes the corrosion. Once he gets 10 stacks, he doesn't consume corrosion anymore. So this corrosion number that you can see in the top corner will go up significantly, and his DPS will go high. But I'm gonna show you this Rook compared to other teams. I'm not gonna show you the Dauntless team because the Dauntless team is just broken. But we can compare it with Flora, and Flora team before Gorax buff, because Gorax got buff and it will increase the damage of the Flora's team. But it's that buff, it is not on the test server yet. And now this, you have all the new units but don't have Gladys artifact. Yeah, the thing with Gladys artifact was everyone was expecting Gladys to be the Witch's Remain applier, but she's so much better with the artifact. Okay, so you guys can see that the DPS is increasing now, right? I'm at 3.5 million. But the problem with Rook is it took me like 3.5 minutes to get to that 10 stacks. And it's not quick enough. But remember, this is a single target we're doing here. If I had multiple enemies, this DPS would be way, way higher. Keep that in mind. So if we play against Continental Challenge bosses that have like multiple instances, like we had with Jorn, 3 different bosses, well, one boss split into 3, this will do so much more damage because everyone here is doing AoE damage. But yeah, look at that. I'm barely at 2 billion compared to almost 6 billion with Guinevere. So that's why I'm saying the reason why you will not be using Rook early on is you need that perfect equipment. My Rook has like 100% crit chance. He's got over 300 something crit damage. But for him to be really monstrous, you need that. You need even more crit damage. So you have to have like triple basically rolls on crit damage. But 3 billion. I mean, it's not bad, considering it's not the buff for him this week. But just to show you guys what Kaldek is talking about, I'm going to remove inspiration. This is very good, by the way, but I'm gonna give it to the Rook. I'll just skip Inspiration 5, okay? Oh, Michelle, that's actually a great idea. But look at this, 1 billion. damage less. Because I removed one inspiration. And that's the issue. This inspiration is so good. Yeah, okay, I know why I've done it, because we want to extend it, but at the same time, we want to make sure Sacridia's damage... Sorry, we have defense up on allies. For the debuff, so Whisk can stay alive longer, but he still dies, so let's have a look at this. Hi Midnight, welcome. I hope there's no black screen on Twitch anymore. I don't think Guinevere will be nerfed. Look at that, 300 million damage increase. Nice, good shout there. Because Guinevere is like Rook, and I'm gonna show you that. So remember, I've done almost 6 billion damage with this team, and that's because I have Guinevere Inspiration 5. This basically doubles her damage. This inspiration doubles her damage. Okay? I'm gonna show you this same team, but with Inspiration 4. So with her, you either go I0 and exclusive artifact or I5. Everything between is useless. Like, okay, it's good, it gives you small boost, but you only see proper boost at Inspiration 5. Well, Scissor Lady is better at Temporal Vortex. Rook will be better at Continental Challenge and Endgame. So far, I tried this team and Continental Challenge and I was doing like 400 million. You can do way more with Rook. No, Midnight, not today. I already did the testing. I have the video ready. I just need to render it and edit it slightly and release it probably in the few next days. But I'm just showing that for those who just joined. So 3.9 billion damage with Inspiration 4 Guinevere. And 5.7 billion with Inspiration 5 Guinevere. Of course, you know why the outrage against Rook was so bad? Because obviously he was OP, but also he wasn't some good-looking lady, he was a rat. If it was Nastienka, a lookalike, no one would complain. Because their favorite waifu would be the best, but it was a rat. No one likes rats. Well, some people do actually. My friends in real life, they had 2 rats, so yeah. Anyway, let's go back here. But what I like this season is because our season is different than the Chinese version of the game, because in China they didn't have this artifact. We do have that, so that's why I like about our version of the game. We do get new tools when China gets them, and it changes our meta, so those who follow blindly the Chinese meta might get few surprises. Like, I heard few comments that Guinevere is useless hero, etc, etc, but Guinevere Inspiration 0 with exclusive artifact does the same damage as Nastienka Inspiration 5 with exclusive artifact, so I'm not sure what they were talking about. Where's that team? I'm not sure what they use. Double replicas, you need to spread them. Ensure they do not hit your team. So what we want here is this. And we want emissary set. Yeah, people will complain. That's their nature. I agree. I forgot on test server we have access to runes as well. So I'm actually adding so much equipment. On global, it's so much easier. You only have few pieces of equipment that you use. Okay, we need skill haste. We want him to cast his skills as often as possible. And then her with the artifact as well. Where is it? We don't build anyone with enlightenment. Actually, was it? Yeah, I think I made a small mistake. We want him with the hourglass. He doesn't need to have that. He can have, like, anything else that can increase our damage. Not this. I mean, we can go with that. It's not much attack, but... Oh, but we lost a lot of accuracy, so we need to go here. And haste. I actually quite enjoy the global server, like this early game, because you have to make whatever equipment you have work, basically. Yeah, and I think this season, like you said, the balancing is good. It will be between the 4 teams, and it will all depend on the week's buffs, basically. Terrible rolls. That's looking good. And then we just need Mythics here again. Ugh. So maybe better luck with this one. Actually, this will be better. Give me 1 second. Alright, I'm back. Come on, give us proper rune. And in here you'll want some AoE pets. So this one increases AoE damage taken. Obviously, I'm not sure if that's the best pet here. Really. And we want crit damage as well. And when it comes to timing, auto. Whenever they spawn, we want to kill them. That's the goal here. So let's see if the strategy that everyone is using on the level 1 works on the higher levels, okay? Because Philander is a monster here, as you can see. That's exactly what you want. The monsters spawn and he just kills them one by one. This is the strategy. And the horse is giving him a carrot, so his ultimate is on constantly. Everyone else is buffing him, and that's why I like this content is different, right? So in here you want to bring your AoE teams that might not be the best elsewhere, but they are really good here. I need to get Gladys this season, missing only her. Oh, nice. Yeah, she's definitely good, and I think Aura is not what you're gonna use in PvE. I think Aura is the team you will use in PvP and Feymander, etc., rather than in Continental Challenge, Endgame, etc. Big B is trash, right? Well, you know, all of these Dungeon and Dragon collab heroes, are Medicore, and that's good. They don't, and they shouldn't, make them OP, because if they made them OP and you missed the collab, you won't have those heroes, you know, and you will have that fear of missing out feeling. So, you know, I mean, you can get him for free, so just grab him. Finally gave us a reason to consider pulling for Philander. Well said, Midnight. That's true. It's like no one really plays Philander. even when you can play Philander in the end game, you don't play Philander because the range damage dealers like Felto and Huberg, they are safer option, right? Yeah, so the same strategy does work at the higher difficulty. So if you've been using this strategy, you will be using that strategy. By the way, those who started on day 1, what day of season 3 is it? Is it... The season 3 started what days? Was it Tuesday? I'm trying to figure out how many days in we are. No way it's day 3. Wow, it feels like ages. I've never spent so much time in Dragonair Silent Gods in the past year. I feel like I spent like ages on that new season, and that was only 3 or 4 days. Wow, so the next difficulty, let's see what we get. So the next difficulty of this will open in 2 days, okay. $4,647 points. Oh, it says plus. So there's unlimited number of points we can get. Right, so those are rather set in stone, but these points we can get more. All right, so that's good. Good to know. Let's try a different team. Oh well, let's remove these inspirations. So those of you who don't have these inspirations, let's see what's the difference. So 7-day login is on day 4, so you have 2 days, which would be Sunday, when the new difficulty of this opens. And the reason why I'm asking about that is because when difficulty 2 opens, you want to have 4 tickets, because you'll get more points, more rewards. Unless they're going to be like a huge difference, like difficulty 1 gives you right now, let's say 2,000, because you can hit, some people can actually get like 10,000 points. And then when it's difficulty 2 and they can do, for example, 4,000 points, they don't get enough familiar essence or whatever it's called. I wish they didn't push test server so far ahead, but they did it only because of Bigby. Makes no sense. Like, I am 1 month ahead of you guys. I have Continental Challenge open, but I'm focusing on global strategies like Temporal, Vortex 1, etc., right? And there is Continental Challenge right in my face, and I just don't have time to test it. And it's only available for a while. What's that? Yes, it's still okay to use Rally here without Gladys. Just bring in no Huberg, Filto. You know, you will do less damage, but you will still do good damage. Rally is the best for it. Rally is the best for goblins as well. Rally is just the best against AoE content that you require to cast ultimates constantly. I'm not sure how good Burn here is. Because what you want here is what Philander is doing. Philander is nuking one enemy. So when one dies, another spawns. Just look at that. With Burn, you don't kill them instantly. I'm gonna try Burn. I'm gonna try Frost as well. Yeah, exactly. Like, they are like, look at Philander. He's constantly casting ultimate. His ultimate finishes, right? And he casts another one. Look at that. That's just finished. And there's another one. Look, his ultimate is still going. And he's gonna cast another one. So he's constantly in that ultimate form. I'm not even using him to auto-attack enemies. I could move him slightly. Right, so remember what we had previously, like 7,000? 7,300? Even Inspiration 0, but exclusive artifacts, will do 4,700. So 4,700, oh actually let's save it. I want to see the difference between the points. 7,000 gave us like what? 4,000 something of this essence. Still, 4,417. If you rewind the stream and see what we get previously from 7,000, we will see this difference here. But yeah, I mean, Inspiration 0 still is 4 times better than what you need to do, really. No, the horse is there to apply Carrot. Carrot increases the ultimate energy. So we're using horse for the passive. And this is why Philander stays with his ultimate all the time. I don't even need to move Philander here. I could. I mean, what that does is it means Philander will auto-attack them from time to time. Right? Because his AoE is the whole battlefield. But he's just so much safer where he was. Back there in the back, right? Like, no stuns or whatever. I'm not even sure if these monsters do anything. He's just killing machine. So let's try a different team. Ah, perfect. I mean, this will be an issue at first, but it's okay. We can use horse here as well. Hmm. Yeah, you can see that the burn team for... I mean, Percival, attack up to all allies might be the best idea. That's my guess as well, Michelle. Like, you need to apply burn stacks before you demolish them. And corrosion is slow too. So I have an idea. This will be slower, right? Oh, this will be super slow. Just want to see what they can do, you know? Let's compare the single target team versus the AoE. I don't think there's a better team than Rally. Really. Like, if you could use Rally, why use anything else? Frost? Maybe Frost with Vidmir? Where is Alton? Yes, Salmon's got Premsta. She's quite good at it, so... Okay, let's try this for fun. Zero AoE, by the way. I mean, maybe if we removed Sufa altogether. Like, Sufa is doing nothing. Bring in another AoE. Move our melee to the front. Fireball is doing... Well, it still looks like Nastienka is doing a good job, right? But definitely slower. Look at this, guys. 2 minutes and we only got 700 kills. Yeah, definitely don't do that. Don't do a single target. Okay, let's try summons. This is, I mean, it still gives you the best rewards. It's not worth it. No, let's not use it. So redeploy. So what do you use for summons? Like, do you ever use that hero? Do we still want Urzilas like this? Even this. Oh, I have no talents on them. I didn't even play summons yet. I don't remember the talents as well. That's my issue. Like, been ages since we built the talents from scratch. That is the duration of the hero's onions. The damage. Let's go with what gives us the most attack. So this gives us attack 10%. %20 crit rate. Yeah, and gives us attack, so I mean, we could go with... do we? Bernade. See, what I like is they actually added this stuff. Like, usually I think we were using charge in smash here, right? Because it reduces the duration but increases their damage. But now it gives you 20% HP. This one gives you 10% attack, which is like, you know, more offensive. But then again, is that this outscale this? No, we're not summoning that much, but yeah. This could be good as well. To see if that works. Okay, but we want as much attack on her as possible. The only time I play summons is basically when I play a Continental Challenge or Endgame. I mostly focus on Vortex. What we really need is a background battle or quick clear option for grind content. Watching level 59 is clear level 50 domains is such a chore. Level 15? CJ, you're slacking. I'm clearing level 16 domains. Yeah, same. I mean, since they changed that this grants you 10% attack, it seems so much better. Okay, let's go crazy. You're doing 17 already, nice. I didn't do the domains today, maybe I should. I'm saving bread, you know, because soon we're gonna have Harpy, etc. at higher level. Yeah, of course it doesn't matter, it's, you know, it's like min-maxing. Truth to be told, like, what's the difference between Vortex 1 and 5 currently? It's peanuts. So what's the point? It's just, you know, enjoy. Enjoy the game while it lasts before the next endgame hits, because the next endgame is once again a chore. This is level 1 is artifact, okay. People are forgetting this game is supposed to be fun, not chore. Yeah, people are like spending bread crazy, and some of them have such good luck. But I'm saving bread because why should I be farming Grave of Venom 14 when I can get to Mythic equipment, I think, next time it's on, so it's better if I do that. I actually wonder if instead of Urzilas, we should use Dragon Mother. Not Dragon Mother, Dark Lady. Because when an enemy unit dies, we will gain permanent attack, boosting ourselves. That might be a valid option instead of Urzilas. But for the time being, let's just, you know. I mean, there's also this one. Maybe this will be better than this, you know. No, why not? We're getting enough crit rate from the talents as well. I'm not even gonna time them. Yeah, that's true. Second best option. A rally team without Philander. Probably. Does she have her artifact Bernate? I don't think she does. Oh, she needs to wear emissary set. Hegyo, yeah, I mean, there are options, you know? Like even Welby, remember, Welby, he has a chance to increase his own, what's it called? His own ultimate energies. It's viable. Oops. Dahlia might be used here. Doesn't she execute low health? Interesting. I don't think the mobs hit you, so the one that gives you more damage when you have 100% health. Ledalhia, interesting. No one uses her. I mean, she's free and we don't use her. Her kit is so bad. It's all about Lelvanis anyway. Yeah, and he's gonna follow the same philosophy. So he will be our puppy tier set applier, basically. Oh, I can just copy Sufa's equipment then. And you know what? Skill haste, actually. Come on. Come on, give me proper stats. Good morning, Rhapsody. Welcome. Attack Enlightenment. There we go. Finally, but now skills. The problem with test server, every time new season starts, they reset our skills, and I always forget to level them up, and then I'm like finishing the season of testing, and I'm like, oh, but she had level 1 skills. So yeah, let's do this. Bang. Should be enough. Let's see. Is it better to give it to Gladys? Did you end up with higher points? Right, let the fight start, and I'm gonna grab something to eat. Yes, Rhapsody, I want to try the tower today. See if Rally is the only team that can do well. So yeah, as you can see, way lower damage. Rally is the only team that can do so good. So I have an idea. See if we use this Rally team and remove Philandor. Replace him with Filto. No, let's keep it at Inspiration 0, because Inspiration 0 Rally is doing better than any other team. So Inspiration 0 Rally did over 4,000. Inspiration 5 Rally did over 7,000. And now we just need Philander's equipment. And need this one. Yeah, and in this zone, he covers this whole 6 tiles. So let's see. No, I didn't do big bit. I mean, on test server, there's no point. I have him with Inspiration 5, but on global, I think the account that I'm playing on already has him. You get him for free, so it's worthwhile doing it. Okay, so Phil Token one-shot them. But the problem is, it would be good if 2 of them were grouped like now. That was actually really good. He takes down these big ones faster than Philander does. But yeah, definitely slower. Philander is the king. Is it Inspiration 0 team that I'm doing? And why is it so slow? Wow, so without Philander, even the Dauntless team was better. But the Dauntless team was fully inspired. This is Inspiration 0. So, I mean, you can still get 1.4, which is enough to get the max reward, so I mean, you should be happy, right? As long as you get this, these rankings don't really matter. I mean, yes, they will give you at this level. I think I'm not even sure if this happens weekly or how it happens. Or maybe once. This glory ranking only happens once. I'll find out once this finishes. So yeah, you can get quite a lot of solvent and 2 eggs. But that's only for like 30 people anyway. So if you have a server and 30 people use Philander, you might just, you know, don't bother and play for this reward anyway. Without investing crazy amounts to be like high rank here. Because you only lose on few eggs, so it's alright, say. But yeah. So on global, I managed to complete this set today. And I think this description is not quite right. I think this set is way more powerful than what it states. Aha, no. Right, so I read it wrong. So what happens here? Every time, whenever the wearer casts an ultimate, so every time we cast an ultimate, the ally with highest attack, defense, and HP will gain 2% bonus to that attribute. So if we are on 18-second rotation and we play for 3 minutes, we're gonna cast it 10 times. So this set will grant us 20% bonus. Or is it 5 stacks maximum? Maybe 5 stack maximum. So it's still 10%. Sorry. 5 stacks per 2% dependent on enlightenment. Or is it like... Okay, so one way we can understand this, and please correct me if I understand it wrong, is 2% per ultimate cast with maximum 5 stacks, which is 10, plus additional 0.2, or 2% unlimited, but per 80 we get extra stacks. So if we have 400 enlightenment, we will be getting 3%, but unlimited. What is the like stack count? Let's have a look. Does this buff appear on the heroes? Okay, first cast, we can see attack up. And defense up, interesting. Defense up is from the skill, okay, cool. We have second stack of attack up. She's the highest attack, I'm expecting that. So now she should have 3 attacks up. Four attacks up. Yeah, so it's either 3% max bonus, but with unlimited stacks. That's what I tried to figure out. 5 stacks. So that was what my first thought is. This is the maximum stacks we can get. Let's see if we can get more. No. So 5 stacks, maximum 3% per stack. Yes, it is in 3 different buffs. So this is, let's say I have 400 enlightenment. So this now gives me 15% attack up. My highest HP and defense, So you can have multiple of that on a single target. That's my Grishnar. He's got defense up and HP up. You can see that. So we got 5 stacks with 400 alignment, 3% per stack. So that's 15%. Okay, cool. Understandable now. But however, I'm gonna tell you something will happen on global. And this is why I think this might be given more. Is it Alari? Because I think it's given way more. And that's why I want to tell you what happened on global server. So on global server, I managed to get 3 pieces of this set. I was doing 180 million damage, okay? 180 million until I get 3 pieces of this set. I put it on my Felocia, and my Felocia has 130 enlightenment, right? So if that's the true, then I'm looking at 2.2% per stack, attack-wise. My Beldel has around 1. Maybe 2,000 attack altogether. She's the highest. So, now those of you who are good with math, if my Felocia has 130 enlightenment, I'm getting 2.2% per stack. And my Beldel had 2,000 attack. Somehow, getting 5 stacks of this buff increased the damage of my team from 180, well, 190, almost 190 million to 216 million. That seemed like a lot damage increase. So my damage went by almost 26 million. And there's no way that having 10% extra attack on Beldel did that. If you know what I mean, 10% attack, so my attack went from like 2,000 to 2,200 and I gained like 26 million damage. That's bonkers. That's something not right. So that's why I was like looking at it. You know, I mean, it will sound crazy, but we can try and test that. It's not easy to test it because we don't see that. Yeah. That's why I was thinking midnight that, you know, with this code and how we don't know, we don't see the back end of it. We can't see the numbers really. I wish we could see like a log per hit, etc. Or even could check our hero stats during the battle if we press like hold over them. Yeah, Rhapsody, but then you would think 10%. So if 10% of attack equals around 13% damage increase, that's huge. And what I mean, yes, like for example, if I have 4,000 attack and having 10% extra attack, that's like 400. that's a lot, but for me that number was low. But math is math. I'm not that good with math, so could you change to the Chinese and AI translate it? Yeah, we could do that. Hold on, I got some messages. So, I missed it. I wasn't paying attention, I was talking. So yeah, we're looking at like 7.9 million DPS at 3 minutes mark. So what happens if I just break this? Okay, just remove this set and put like this, right? Oh, we can just even do that. If they survive, then we can see how much DPS we lost. So with the amount of enlightenment I have, that would be like 15%, right? But they died, so we need to look this fight again. So I lost 500 million damage, which is around 10%. Let's try again. Obviously they're gonna die now because maybe if I could add 20 more enlightenment, we'll have the maximum, right? So let's do it for fun. So now we are at the maximum enlightenment we can... Well, can we? I think we can go more enlightenment. I think there's no cap on enlightenment, but just 5 stacks on the buff. So if I had 480 enlightenment, I would have 3.2%? But yeah, this set seems really powerful. I didn't expect it to be as impactful, okay? Huge damage increase. If you can... And I mean... Guys, my Felocia has resistance chest, has attack gloves, and it increased the damage of the team so much. Just put whatever 3 pieces you can get your hands on, and it's crazy. And I was just double checking, I didn't mute myself. So yeah, look at that. We lost like 400,000 DPS. The name of that set? Gem something. And my team on Global, on Temporal Vortex 1 can survive the whole battle, so no. It's not like the team survived longer and they did more damage. No, they just basically did more damage. So as you can see, Guinevere is the only one that benefits from that set. Well, the offensive, the attack part. So you basically what you need to do, this is why it's harder. If you brought in the 3-year set, your set, basically, because this set is good, but it's harder to pull off because your main damage dealer has to have the highest attack. So if you bring hero with pipe organ, you will not benefit much from this set, although you will, because that hero will have increased, but pipe organ only works at the start of the battle. That's the thing, yeah, so there goes that thought. But yeah, we lost 400,000 DPS on Guinevere. Alright, so the reason why we die is Grishnar's shields are lower as well, because he lost 15% HP and 15% damage. So yeah, this set is huge. Huge help in this season if you don't have 3-year set. Okay, what time is it? I think I should do giveaway now. Yeah, let's do that. So I'm gonna turn off my screen, so don't worry, guys. Alright, something you can't see. There will be a really easy question. Just the name of the hero. So basically, knowledge of the game. Just looking for my codes. How many? Okay, yeah. Okay, we can do it. Right, cool. So everyone, clear the chat. If you're listening, jump to the stream. Now, those of you who are on Twitch, this will only happen on YouTube. So if you're watching me on Twitch, I'll give you 2 minutes to jump to YouTube, okay? Because Twitch usually doesn't have a delay. YouTube has some delay, small, but usually there is a delay, so I want to make it fair to everyone, so this will be available only on YouTube, okay? So I'll give you a few minutes. I'm gonna open YouTube chat as well, and I will clear the chat, so after you see my message, please do not put any messages except for the name of the hero. Don't worry if you misspell it. You have 10 seconds to enter the giveaway. So that's plenty of time to type the name of the hero. And as I said, even if you misspell it, but it still sounds or resembles the name of the hero, you will be in the finalist round, where we will do a duck race, and the fastest duck will win the code. To receive the code, you need to whisper me on Discord, and I'll send you the code, which you redeem in the game, right? So, I hope that was enough time. I was talking really slow for those who are watching on Twitch to jump over. So let's do that. Bang. Okay, I'm gonna write a message. I'm gonna ask you a question about Season 3 hero, and just type its name in. Righty. What is the name of the new legendary hero that was released in Season 3 that can heal based on attack? His ultimate grants invincibility, and his passive applies attack penalty that ignores, or rather cannot be resisted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, that's the correct answer, Cinarel. So now my message to cut off the winners. That was over 1 minute to answer the question. And not 10 seconds because of the way how I count it. Let's take the pop-up chat. Put it in here, and only those who are between the brackets will participate in the duck race. So there we go. As the list of the winners, let me quickly create duck race. Duck race. Oh, Mr. Missio, too late. And we go to this. To the names, to edit list. And let's add everyone's name to the list. So, oh. Right, I'll call you Midnight. So we got Midnight, Michelle, Alari, Rhapsody Lee, Axel, and Rorgus. Right, so that's the list of the participants. Let's move the duck race. What's that? There we go. So six people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. Yeah, that's why I always like, whenever I announce giveaway, I always give people time so they can refresh the stream, etc. So yeah, and those of you who are on this list, remember guys, the last person who pressed like button won. So if you haven't done it yet, consider doing so, because you'll get extra fuel. And we're gonna set it up for 1 minute and 11 seconds. Right, there you go. The mighty ducks are ready to race, and let's start it. Good luck, everyone. Oh, I can definitely see that duck number 2 didn't press the like button. "30 seconds to go." Look at Michelle going. Like steady speed up. Oh, ran out of the fuel there, huh? Alari's been in the lead like forever. Can someone take over? Look at all of them speeding up. And Michelle, thank you very much. Look at this. He knew how to win. He knew how to fuel himself. Well done. The gift at the end gave him so much fuel, he managed to win, while also giving you all guys a gift of the membership on my channel. So what does membership on my channel do? You will have access to early videos, so that's really good for the Continental Challenge, because that is available on the test server now. And once I cover all the important stuff for you, I will move on to Continental Challenge, but I will not release these videos until the last week, the week before you get Continental Challenge, but they will be available on my YouTube for the members of the channel, and the membership starts with $1, so, you know, everyone can participate, and all of the videos will be available to public, as I said, a week before the Continental Challenge. So yeah, Michelle, well done. Congratulations. All I need from you is to send me a message on Discord and I'll give you the code. And yeah, oh, I can still hear the duck. I didn't close it. Like, I was guessing who's quacking in the background. But yay. Well done, well done. Obviously, next stream, next giveaway, still got few codes. Truth to be told, how many? If I give the code today, I will have 5 more codes. These are the 3 Heliolite dice and 300 Wyrmaro, which is really, really powerful. So yeah, few dice for free there. And yeah, we are sure that this set is really powerful. Sadly, I don't have access to 3-year sets on test server. Wish I could compare those 2 sets. That would be amazing if we could compare these 2 sets and see which one is stronger, because this will give us an idea what to bring to the next season. And by the way, where do we check that? Is it available now, or bundleless chest? Yeah, there we go. Unavailable in season 4. That's interesting. So, in season 4, we will lose this set. We'll also lose Strike the Unprepared. This is huge, okay? I believe this will be the season where you will take that. Okay, this will be the season when you move this. Those 2 are really good. I wonder what they will be replaced with. Yeah, okay, we will lose this set. It's really powerful as well. We'll lose both of these sets for Rook. So what will be new in season 4? Okay, 34 days. Right, cool. But yeah, losing this 2 is huge deal. So that's interesting. Definitely next season, you want to bring the Carnage. I think this season, I'll be honest with you guys, I think this season, bringing the Carnage was a mistake. And I know a lot of you did it, as well the Akan that I'm playing. I believe the best way to do it was bringing the 3-year set, and you could already wear that set, right? On day 2, I believe. And the helmet that increased the damage we do based on the HP difference between us and the enemy. I believe those were the items to bring this season. But I'm not sure. We'll find out if any of these new sets is better than the previous one. So yeah. And I think that will be me today. I think that's enough for today. At least what I've planned, I did. Plan was to do this. And we can see that Philander is just MVP here. Those who have Philander, then finally they will be able to use it. Use him somewhere. That's good. I also did run this dungeon team. Sorry, this Vortex team, and yeah, seriously, guys, this lady is huge, but you need inspiration 5. So it's very hard to get her. And by the time you get her inspiration 5, which if you're trying to do it the cheapest way, would be at the end of the season, you know, you can get 1 copy on the upcoming banner from 300, 1 copy in the optional banner, so that will be 2 copies, 3rd copy from the repetitive first banner, and then 4th copy from the optional. So you can get like 4 copies of her, which will mean you will have her at Inspiration 2, and the gap between Inspiration 2 and 5 is huge. Inspiration 5 is what doubles her damage, anything below that is not that good. It's a damage improvement, but not as significant, so yeah. Yeah, absolutely. The thing is, while it would be the best to do, it's not mandatory. And, you know, 3-year set might not pay off because we have access to limited amount of support sets we can use. So, for example, if you run Beldel team, right? If you run Beldel team now without the new sets, you'll be looking at something like this, right? And replacing Shina's equipment with this, or the other way around, right? I mean, like this could be put on Shina, because that at least gives us accuracy. And this set gem on Ogok. And if you do it this way, then obviously you're looking at 4 support sets already without 3 ears. So which set would you replace with 3 ears? Definitely not the Puppeteer. Definitely not this one, right? Because it gives you good, useful stats. Is 3 ears better than this? This not only boosts your attack, but also defense and HP, so your tanks are stronger, or shields, etc. Your team can survive longer. So, if I could test, I would, but I can't, because I don't have access to 3 ears. So, moving these mythics will still be viable if you have perfect rolls on them. However, bring the helmet. Make sure you bring either the helmet or the weapon from that set that boosts the damage based on the HP difference, because this is the set that increases the damage significantly on not Temporal Vortex, on Continental Challenge, etc. Okay, this set is good there. So yeah. Alright everyone, that's it for today. I won't be streaming today in the evening, and I probably will not stream on the weekends, unless something unexpected happens, like everyone at home gets sick, which is looking like it's gonna happen. So yeah. Thank you all for staying with me today. Remember, those of you who have not done yet, guys, creator, content, Band Plus, I know I've been saying that every day, but there are people who thought they were bonded, but every new iteration, you need to go to the website and use my link. So if you have not done it yet, just double check if you did it. This way you will get some Heliolite dice in December, like mid-December, as well as I will benefit from any in-game purchases you do, which means it doesn't cost you anything if you were already looking forward to these purchases. And yeah, much appreciated. And as you know, I invest the money I get into the streams and stuff. As you probably noticed in the few latest videos, the quality of the videos is better, because I have 2K monitor now, which is good. It's not ideal. I would love to stream in 4K, but for me to stream in 4K, I will need a new PC, and the price of the new PCs is crazy now with all the RAM prices going up, etc. So that's like a long term, but you know, yeah. I got a new desk as well. Didn't show that, but yeah, I got desks that I can fit 3 screens now, so it's a better one. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Thank you for your support, and hopefully you will enjoy the next 2 guides I'm gonna release soon. One will be the Temporal Vortex 1. I'll try to release it today. And the other one will be the in-depth Dauntless Team guide. So that's what's coming, and yeah, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!